You have a pillow, Manishankar Prabhu? Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Hari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yashodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yashodhanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yashodhana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamuna Tira Vanachari Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Yashodhanandana Jaya Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yashodhanandana Vraja Janaranjana Jaya Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Yamuna Tira Hari Jaya Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Jaya Jaya Radhe Jaya Jaya Shyam Jaya Jaya Vrindavan Dham Jaya 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 Shyam Jaya Jaya Vrindavan Dham Jai Jai Radhe Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Vrindavan Dham Jaya Jaya Radhe Jai Jai Vrindavan Dham Jaya Jaya Radhe Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Vrindavan Dham Jai Jaya Shyam Jai Jai Vrindavan Dham Jai Jai Radhe Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Vrindavan Dham Jai Jaya Jaya Shyam Jai Jai Vrindavan Dham Jaya Jaya Radhe Jai Jai Shyam Jai Jai Vrindavan Dham Jaya 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 Shyam Jai Jai Vrindavan Dham Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nahishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dudati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sa Advaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hare Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Can somebody talk to them for a minute? Tell them not to make noise, please. We should start a regular structured program for them, maybe. Otherwise,
we have to be like making a hall.
Okay. No, I mean not other times. During this class, we can make a schedule wherein one person can take in charge every week, go and be with the kids, spend time. Is that a good idea? Yeah. Just spend some time with them and then come prepared for doing something with the kids. Whatever you think. It's all our children. If you don't have yet, eventually maybe you'll get, or if you already have a kid who is elder and maybe some more social service. But I think it's a good idea if you can do this. Can someone take responsibility of coordinating? Because I don't know who will be interested. I don't want to put everybody on the spot. You can think about it, but somebody needs to coordinate that it will happen next time. You need to talk with them and then see who is interested. And so next week, one person, the week after that, one more person, after that, one more person, fourth person, fifth person. So if you have like 4 or 5 devotees, then you will get to do that service once a month then. Once in 6 weeks or once in 8 weeks, based on how many are there. You just need to be with them and then come prepared with some shlokas or some things which they can do and some color paintings or some things which can be engaged with the children. Then it's good for everyone. Can somebody take responsibility of being coordinator of this? Nobody wants to be a coordinator. I'll let Ravi Shankar Prabhu know about it then. He will handle it. You can take it. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Okay, first order of business done. Good. We are doing 15th chapter Gita, I guess. You all did last week also? 15th chapter? What did 14th chapter? So should we start with some recap then? Is that okay? Yeah. 14th chapter recap. Who remembers what without the phones? Anything, whatever you remember from 14th chapter.
Chapter talking about the three modes of nature.
Krishna is talking about three modes of nature. Very good.
They show how the people are divided into the three modes, how they eat, how they sleep, how they live,
Yes.
and they show how the influence of the material nature is in us,
Yeah.
and also everybody is influenced by the three modes of nature: Guna,
Very good.
Tama, and
Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Very good. Anyone else remembers anything? Yes, Mukesh Prabhu. You were not there last week? No. Okay. You were there, Abhishek Prabhu? Remember anything?
Maybe we can go into the modes.
Huh?
And we can go into the different modes.
Yeah.
We have Sattva-guna, that means it's all about knowledge and trying to find the purpose, trying to achieve the knowledge, going in that direction. And then we have Tamo-guna,
Yes.
that's all about deriving.
Tamoguna is ignorance.
Yeah, Tamo is ignorance.
Yeah.
So it's all about being lazy,
Yes.
sleeping,
Yes.
working hard.
Yes.
And then there is Rajas.
Yes.
All about seeking pleasure.
Yes.
So we try to do things to get pleasure, and once we get that, we seem to be dissatisfied, or we always try to aim more.
Yeah. Good. Thank you. Anything else?
in the text number 5, Krishna says the soul is normally without the gunas, but when you get in contact with the material nature,
Yes.
automatically get contaminated.
Very good. Thank you. Dinesh Prabhu, you remember anything?
Krishna also says only my devotee can be transcendental to these things.
Yes. Good. Yes. Anyone else? Sneha, remember anything?
What is the fate of people in each of the men factors?
Huh?
What binds each one of them?
Hmm.
Krishna is the Savior Father.
Okay.
The souls of the men.
So what is this? What is the fate of people who are in Sattva-guna then?
Higher planets.
They will go up. Okay. Good. Those who are in Raja, they still in, yeah, they stay in the middle. Okay. And those who are in Tamas,
Lower planets.
they glide down. Good. Okay. Dhvani, right? Yes. Remember anything?
I'm not the right shape apart from all this shape and
That was 13th chapter. Yes. Good. Okay. Anyone else? Do you remember anything? Sorry, I forgot your name. Shrikant. Remember anything?
Mainly about the gunas and
Yes.
how each nature affects each person who's in each of these gunas.
Okay.
Summary of all the expressions.
Good. Anjali ji. Yes. 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 Yes.
And even people with the Sattva goes into the higher
Yes.
planet, and people with Tamogun, those people go in hellish,
Yes. Yes.
and people with Rajasvik go this way.
Okay. Good. So what should we all do then? What is the goal of life?
At least Sattva-guna.
Yeah.
In the end, Krishna mentions how we can transcend this
Yes.
by bhakti process.
So we need to understand that at this moment where I'm living, how I'm living, I'm in touch with matter. Right? So Atma, Mahatma Prabhu was telling this now, because we are in touch with matter, we get affected by the modes of matter. Right? It's exactly like I come inside this room. If people are fighting in the room, you'll get affected with that, right? If people are watching TV in the room, you'll get affected with that. If people are watching sports, you'll get differently affected. If they're watching a sentimental movie, you get differently affected, right? The thing is, you get affected based on where you put yourself into. Yes? How many of us have experienced that you're watching a movie and you're crying? Right? You have done this in the past? Any of you? Only this many? Others are, you never cried watching a movie? Like a tragic movie. Like, but why are you crying? It's not happening in your life. Right? It's not even a real story. It's like most of the times it's just a creation of someone. He has just written a nice tragic story. But why are you crying? Because you reciprocate. You get affected by what you are surrounding yourself with, right? If there is a comedy movie, you laugh. But why? Not that somebody, but because the nature of our existence is we get affected by what goes on around. Just our nature. So now, because we are in touch with matter, which has gunas, and we get affected with that. Atma as such is beyond that. But then I am here in material consciousness, in material sphere of existence. So I can't now tell that, no, I'll be aloof. Many of you came to Netherlands first time, maybe this year, last year, 2 years ago, whatever. You can't tell that, no, I come here but I want Indian weather. Right? Summer is just about to start. Winter is just about to start. Summer just got over. This year we had really good summer. And so we get conditioned with good summer. But then winter comes anyways. It's going to be cold. I can't tell that, no, I want like Thailand's summer, right? In the winter time. It's not going to work out. So first step is to understand that right now there is a situation. I need to go with it and then try to transcend. But don't be foolish about it. If you are foolish about it, and you'll think, oh, there are 3 gunas. Tamas, very bad. Rajas, very bad. I need to be in sattva. What will you do? I stop sleeping. Sleeping is tamoguna, right? Unless you wholeheartedly embrace tamoguna, you can't sleep. You need to wholeheartedly embrace tamoguna, and then you sleep. And you think, no, I don't want tamoguna in my life. I'll be awake forcefully. 7-8 days, you will be in mental asylum afterwards, right? If you don't sleep. Because even though you have a good wish that you just want to be in sattva, you don't want to be in tamas at all, good wish is not sufficient. One of the names of Arjuna, we are talking about Gita, and one of the name of Arjuna is Gudakesha. Right? Gudakesha, the meaning of Gudakesha is one who has raised over tamoguna. Yeah? Sleep in general, but specifically tamoguna. One who has raised above tamoguna. So he had achieved that after a lot of practice. Now if I want to do that without practice, just as a good wish, I'll go crazy. Get my point? So I need to first understand what is the situation, then work accordingly. So you have come to Netherlands, you buy good jackets when winter comes, right? Protect yourself, have thermals and caps and right, and then you go with your business, right? Not that winter, I'll just be cocooned in a small shell somewhere. I'll not come out until spring comes in April. So tulips come and I come then out. Right? So I can't think like that, right? I need to figure out, okay, what's the way to adjust to life now and then move on. Yeah. So that's what I should do with this nature also now. Okay, here is the setup. This is how it is, set up with three modes, sattva, rajas, tamas, and then I function accordingly. So maybe I can reduce, trying to be in goodness as much as possible, but that doesn't mean that I can't just be in other modes. Right? So if I can take the modes as pills, like for health pills, right? And then you will then figure out, okay, and then pills I should say like nutrients. What do you say? Vitamins. What do you call this? Supplements, right? So use this as supplement, and then thank you, Mataji, Hare Krishna. And then we will become intelligent then, and eventually when you have a structured sadhana which will impel you to go more towards sattva, which is not coming down. Just being in sattva guna is not sufficient for some time. We need to, as Pratapratra was telling, eventually the goal has to transcend and get to a sattva which does not get affected by rajas and tamas at all. Like never getting affected. So that's the goal. In general also we see sometimes, there are some people who are good, mostly good. But you can't tell them that they're good all the time. They're good most of the times. Sometimes they do get angry. Sometimes they do get inside tamoguna, which is fine. That's not our goal. Our goal is not to become mostly good. No. Our goal is to become above goodness. Go beyond goodness. Whether it is sattva or rajas or tamas, they all are equally binding. Srimad Bhagavatam describes in the first canto Srimad Bhagavatam, there is the story of Narada Muni, a small boy. As a 5-year kid, he saw his mother serving Mahabhagavad devotees. They had visited Narada Muni's place. He was a small boy. Narada Muni saw his mother serving and he also served. So eventually he heard Srimad Bhagavatam from them and then associated with them and also took their prasadam. And later, after the Chaturmas 4 months period, they all left. By the will of Providence, Narada Muni's mother got bitten by a serpent and she died. And Narada Muni decided that, Krishna has removed, I had this attachment towards my mother. So now Krishna has taken it out. So I need to now start practicing spirituality. So he started walking towards north. Now in the olden times, people walk north means they don't come back. Okay? They would visit like Kedarnath, Badrinath and Kashi and Gaya, and they would not come back. Now we all go as a trip and come back, right? So, so previously they would just go. Going to north means that's it, done. Nobody knows afterwards what happened. So Narada Muni also started walking towards north. And then we see in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam that he was, he tells himself that he was not really having like Rajoguna, not having Tamoguna, but he was having attachment in mode of Sattvaguna. So still, because he was sincere, Krishna gave him a trial. Just a glimpse of what it means to have association with Krishna. So Narada Muni realized Krishna in his heart, but then that experience went away like this. And then Paramatma told him that you need to purify yourself. You are having conditioning, not Rajoguna, Tamoguna, but Sattvaguna's conditioning. So you need to get over it. Yeah. So Narada Muni, then whole life he served, and then next life he became son of Brahma and Narada Muni. That's this whatever kalpa which is going on. So what I'm trying to say is that you may think that no, Rajas is binding, Tamas is binding, Sattva is also binding if it is not purified. Right? I may just get bound by just being good. You have the example like Yudhishthira Maharaj in Mahabharata. He had never told a lie. Never. And Krishna said to him, tell a lie. And Yudhishthira was like, lie? Me? I never lie. He was so sad that he had to lie. But then being above three modes means that you do what Krishna wants you to do. Right? At our level, of course, Krishna will not come and tell that, chalo, abhi, yeah, tell some lies now. Right? So we need to first become good enough for Krishna. So when we become good enough for Krishna, when we become Krishna's instruments, and then Krishna will start doing things for us, and then that's when our actual qualities need to be, exhibited. For now, it's just that I need to be following some rules regulations. I can't usually lie. It's not a good thing. Right? It's not appreciated. But if Krishna tells it, I should not be thinking, oh no, I don't speak lies. Right? So those who are surrendered fully, they're above and beyond the three modes. Things don't affect them also. That's what Krishna is telling. Right? So those who are my devotees, they're also beyond it. Meaning that if somebody is fully surrendered, not half, not 20%, not 80%, somebody is 100% surrendered to Krishna, then they can act as Krishna wishes. In our level, we need to be understanding, no, there is Sattva Guna, Tama Guna. It's better if I start coming more to Sattva Guna. Chanting Hare Krishna mantra every day, trying to sleep good amount. Krishna tells in 6th chapter, right? Yukta Hara Viharasya. Just make it yukta. Just enough. Not more, not less. If you eat too much, not good. If you eat too less, is also not good. If you sleep too much, not good. Too less is also not good. Right? So, a balance needs to be achieved by being in yukta platform. That I consume just enough. I consume enough of tamoguna, enough of rajoguna, enough of sattva-guna. Then just be in balance. Achieving there will take some efforts now. You need to put some efforts, otherwise it will never happen. Perhaps at this point of time your mind is telling, no, why should I chant Hare Krishna mantra? I better watch Netflix. Why should I go to these programs and read Gita and all these things? Maybe something else is a better alternative. Right? The alternatives mind is producing, but then sadhana is that no, you tell your mind, no, it's okay. It's fine, you're telling like this. Maybe I'll come back to Netflix later, but first let me chant. Right? You can watch Netflix if it is good. How do you say it? Informative. Informative. Yes, informative. If it's contributing something in your life, right? Because if you watch some documentaries about, for example, how life is in some situations in Africa, it can give you a lot of understanding about, like, Hare Krishna. You need to leave? Yeah, sure. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thanks for coming. So, no problem. So we need to see what needs to be consumed, right? Like sometimes we also go to extreme and then, I don't let my children watch TV or give phone to them or no screen time, 0. And then if you just cut it off, children will crave for it so much that later they will be just doing crazy stuff. Right? So better is to give them controlled manner. Okay, no, you get the screen, but 20 minutes. Right? They get also, and they know, yeah, I can get it if there is a need. And they won't be hankering as if, I don't have it. So learning from children is a good way to learn about how to control mind. It's a really good way. Okay, let's take a pause. Hare Krishna, no problem. Hartik, you need to be quiet there, okay? What do you want? Huh? Huh? Enough what? Yeah, they should, if they want. No problem. Okay, what was I telling? I forgot.
You learn from children.
Children, yes. If you learn from children, if you learn how parents work with children, you can learn how to deal with mind. Like for example, like this one we just discussed now. Right? You can't give them free hand that they just take it for granted. But you can't just suppress them also fully. If you just suppress them, they will become anti. Right? They need to know that you love them, but they can't take you for a ride. Right? It's something which is, of course, we just got a baby now. I don't have too much skills in parenting, but I do understand the philosophy of it. Children need to know that you love them, but if you only love, it will be a spoiled brat very soon. They need to know that you love, but if there is a need, you'll chastise. They need to know whether you chastise or not, that's secondary. But they need to know in their heart that if I play too much, this guy is going to give me punishment. That has to be there in their heart. The mind also should know like this. Right? Yes, it has some leeway here. It can operate in this zone, but not to the extent that, because mind is separate from you. To really understand, you are not your mind. If you deal with the mind like how to deal with the child, you will very soon become Krishna conscious. Very soon. I tell this many times also about children throwing tantrums in the mall. When you go to Hare Krishna. Anyone else's phone? Silent mode, please. If you go to a mall or a store or a shop somewhere, and I don't know if you have seen children on the floor and I want this. You have seen this? Yeah. What's the best way to deal with it? Yogamaya told me what she does with her 4-year kids. That someday they asked for, one asked for yogurt and one was asked for milk. And then when she prepared it, they told, no, I don't want this. Right? And they ordered her to make something else. She just let them be like that. And after 1 hour, they came and ate whatever she had prepared. Right? So that's exactly how you should do with the mind. Mind will throw tantrums. Ignore. And you can do that when you understand you are not your mind. If you think you are your mind, already you will think you are suffering. Right? If someone thinks that I am my child, and they will just get whatever child does. Child throws tantrum, you go and get it. Right? And child also knows, I throw tantrum, I can get what I want. Right? So mind also knows now, I can just throw a tantrum, you get headache, you get uneasy, frustrated, but it's not you, it's your mind. You have to really understand, no, there is a separation here. I am not frustrated, my mind is frustrated. Right? How do I really align it with the goal of life? Sometimes when people stop drinking coffee and tea, they start getting headache. Right? Exactly like someone who stops drinking alcohol will start getting headache. Somebody who's using tobacco stops and then start getting headache. Why? Because mind thinks that, oh, if I don't consume this, there's something missing. Right? And then you get headache. It's just a reaction. But then mind and body is like so intricately connected right now. We think I'm the body and whatever mind is telling is me. This is the foundational ajnana which we have. The root cause of all sufferings. And I think I'm the body And whatever mind is telling is me. While you are not the body, you are not the mind also. They are two different things. And your intelligence is sleeping, having no food, starving like anything, almost dead, just not having any food at all. So start giving some food to the intelligence. Feed the intelligence. Let the intellect work. The rationale behind your intelligent decisions. Let that start working. It needs to function as it's meant to be. Right now, the function of intellect is sleeping. And mind is just running the show. It's a bit scary at times when you think about this. Wow, I'm being taken for a ride from mind. Right? Because you think, no, it's me who is doing all these things. But it's not really you. Right?
We normally think we are thinking the thoughts.
Yes.
The thoughts come and go. We are not thinking the thoughts.
Yes. You have to be the observer of thoughts. Which ice cream flavor do you like?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. Majority maybe. Right? Anyone else has any other options? Do you like ice cream? I'm wishing a few people who don't like ice creams. But if you think about it, who is this? Who is having a favorite ice cream? Is your body? Pista someone. Who is this exactly having a favorite ice cream? Is your body? Can the body have a favorite ice cream? Is the mind? Is Atma? Is intelligence? Who is it really having the favorite ice cream to eat? Tongue. Tongue is dead. If it was tongue, a dead body should also have a favorite ice cream. Right? You give a dead body a vanilla scoop, it should feel wow, it's amazing, right? It's not tongue. No way. Atma has ice cream flavor. My God. At least as per teachings of Gita, I don't know other things, but at least as per Gita teachings, Atma is really not having this kind of desires. And I want to have a special ice cream for me. Right? It can sustain without food. There is no need of food for Atma. It just stay. Doesn't really need anything. So yeah, who is it? So yeah, brain should then also, the dead body also has a brain, just when it's dead. So you need to understand that all these things are coming because of subhava and samskaras which I have accumulated in this life and past lives. Right? It's interesting, as the children grow up, suddenly they are like, oh yeah, I like this, I don't like this. Where is it coming from? Right? Not whatever parents like, children like. Right? Not like that. Sometimes children have very different taste. And how? Why? So all the samskara, and that's where the gunas are intertwined with it. Right? This is how gunas function. It's a combination of different gunas which basically makes your personality, which also includes your taste. Right? Somebody likes extremely spicy food. Somebody likes only potatoes, just boiled. Somebody likes extreme sweet. Somebody doesn't eat sweet. Right? So all these combinations, how is it coming? Is because of the presence of guna, and that's fully intertwined with your mind. Your mind is being trained. Every time you put yourself in different situations, mind gets trained. Yeah? Every time. The good thing is mind can get retrained, and that's the whole sadhana marga. If there is a hope in spiritual life, the hope is that mind can get retrained, because that's how it is. Right? Let's say, very simple example. Let's say.
You meant to say we have to run from everything.
What?
We have to run away from everything.
I don't think I told that.
No, because the gunas formation and all, once you are too much attachment, that sort of will be there. But
Yes.
if I isolated from that,
No, isolation is not the solution. Solution is to take it in right amount and then transcend over it. And then there has to be something else which is affecting your life, and that has to be sadhana. What I wanted to say is this. Imagine Ravi Shankar Prabhu serves extremely spicy prasad here. Just imagine. Okay, we don't do that, but just imagine. You came for the first time, prasad was like just so spicy. And you thought maybe today was some mistake. So you went home. Second time you came, it seemed more spicy. Right? So when you come third time, what do you do then? What? Okay, Yogamaya will not eat prasadam. Right? She already ate before, or she has a plan for afterwards. Yes, good. What else?
We give some feedback.
You give some feedback.
Too spicy now.
Okay, you want to give some feedback. Okay, what else? Pratapudra will bring nimbu, it seems. Yeah, he will bring lemon. Yeah. So, okay, what else?
Lemon.
Pratapudra will bring lemon so that he can squeeze lemon on it. Yeah, it helps. Yes, what else? Please think. Just think. It's a very real situation. Let's think about it. What do you want to do? Okay, Yogamaya will bring her prasadam also. Okay, what else? You take little, but then you have a plan for it afterwards, right? You can't just take little. You're like, okay, just for the sake of prasadam, I'll just take 1 spoon maybe and just, yeah, okay, good. What else?
Ask someone else to cook.
Yeah, that's the feedback which Dinesh Prabhu also was giving. Yeah, you go and tell that, yeah, maybe this is too much. Okay, what else?
Mind is already expecting it to be spicy.
Yeah, so what do you do? The question is, what do you do?
If you
I
will
will train my mind to eat the
Accept the spicy. Okay, yeah, Prabhu will train his mind. Okay, it's okay. I'll start eating spicy prasadam now. Okay, it's better than no prasadam, right? So I'll eat spicy prasadam. Okay, good. What else? That's it.
come to another place.
They'll stop coming there. Right? So I can't handle these people, right? Yeah, not good. I'll better not go. Good.
only a fraction of prasadam. That's
Yeah, yes, the only reason I come here is for prasadam. It's so bad, I won't come anymore. Good. Yes, what else? That's it? 6 different opinions? Huh? Pratapudra will bring curd also now. Yeah, lemon was not sufficient. He will bring curd also now. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. What else? Yogurt.
Think of this week.
Huh? The next week he will see. Based on today.
I like spicy. By the way.
Okay. So I got 7 different options now. Any other options? This is it?
Only listen to lecture and skip.
Yeah, go away, right? Yeah, kids can't eat this and just come only for prasadam. Or at least some people who just want to come for prasadam, not come for prasadam alone and then come for lecture. Then, yeah, thank you, Ravi Shankar Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Okay, yes, 8. Anyone else?
We'll take sweets.
Oh, you bring sweets. Yeah, amazing. 9. Anyone else? Perhaps good enough, maybe we can. But you see, the response to this is based on your own subhava. Right? Somebody wants to stop coming for the program. Somebody wants to bring lemon and yogurt. Somebody wants to bring sweets. Somebody doesn't want to take prasadam anymore. Somebody wants to give feedback. How all these things are coming individually is because this is how your subhava is, and that's based on which mode you operate mostly. Right? It's sattva guna, raja guna, tama guna. A combination of it. Whatever is predominant, that's what comes out. Pratapudra will be joyful, amazing. I'll make sure I'll come here every week because I like spicy food. Right?
With curd.
With curd and lemon. Yeah. The little bit, it will just balance out, but I love this place. Then Yogamaya is like, oh, I just eat 1 spoon and my face is red and better not go anymore. So, how is this? Is because of response based on our own subhava and samskara. Now that's where how our mind is functioning. The good thing is it can be retrained, meaning that the same spicy food, if you make a bit of modification externally, food is spicy, but if let's say we go with Prataprudra's solution. We bring some sweets and yogurt and lemon, and eventually, perhaps, yeah, maybe you can just take a little bit. But then you can get retrained in which you like this food. Do you agree with me? Yeah. In the beginning, it's a lot of additional things which you're eating. Yeah, more sweets and more yogurt and more lemon, and slowly. But then if you continue to do the same thing and you do for a year, you're like a pro spicy eater now. Right? You love it. Right? How did it happen? Because you just kept doing the actions repeatedly and mind gets trained. It's very simple. If you want a proof for it, ask yourself what you like. Right? Just ask yourself what you like. It is not by chance that you're liking something. You just kept doing it and you're liking it. Right? If you want a proof for the statement which I just made, and you can be retrained to eat spicy food, super spicy food. If you disagree with me, ask yourself what you like. Am I making sense? Because your own liking is not by chance. You have done these things repeatedly and then you like it. Yeah? Like hearing to some songs, right? It's not at first time you say, oh no, this is my... No, you just kept listening to it and then you like it. Right? Nobody has a favorite song which they just heard for once. No one. Right? Your favorite song you heard a lot of times. That's why you like it. You agree with me? First time maybe there's some interest. Yeah, oh, this is nice. But then you continue to engage with it constantly, then your mind gets hooked onto it. Yeah. So here is the proposal. You start practicing Krishna consciousness repeatedly. Take this seriously. You may not like it in the beginning, but eventually you'll start liking it. This is how mind is. So that's the good thing. Am I making sense now? Yeah. If you keep taking this medicine again and again and again, eventually your mind will be trained to like Krishna consciousness. So suddenly you like Gita. Suddenly you like Krishna conscious association. Suddenly you like chanting Hare Krishna mantra. But it is not sudden. You kept doing it. If you would have been going to a bar and continue to every day, just take one sip of beer or a wine or whatever, right? Eventually you'll be a drunkard, for sure. Right? Because that's how mind is. It gets affected by the association what it is. It gets affected by the circumstances and the situations it is put in. The good thing is, we can then use it for our advantage by being in Krishna conscious atmosphere. So if you can create that at our home, in our hearts, it's easy then. Right? So actions need to start first. I can't just, oh no, I'll wait for the day I'll become really Shuddha Sattva and then I'll do some chanting then. You can't really think like that. You will never become Shuddha Sattva, ever. To first start chanting, first start eating prasadam, first start coming here and associating with devotees and serving Krishna. Then through this process, you will become purified one day. Is it making sense? Because mind will get affected. Whether it's whichever circumstance, doesn't matter. This is how mind is designed. So that's for our advantage then. We are not in a situation where there is no hope. There is no hope for getting spiritual perfection. We are not in that kind of situation. We are in a hopeful situation because mind can be retrained. Is that good so far? Should we start 50th chapter then? Yeah? Who has read? I sent a message yesterday in the group. Who read my message? Let's start with that. Okay. Did you read Gita now? Based on my message? Ravi Shankar Prabhu read. That's it? Manishankar Prabhu read. Anjali read. Abhishek. Shrikant read. Only 5. Sneha read. Okay, good. Rest have not read. Anyway, those who have read, what do you want to share about 15th chapter Gita? Anything which is standing out? Oh, by the way, those who have not read, please read. It's really a study circle here. I prefer it not to be a lecture style. I prefer it to be a situation wherein you come having already read it and we discuss about it. Yeah. Okay, anybody want to share something from 15th chapter, whatever you like?
Universal tree.
Universal tree, okay.
Urdhva-moolam, so the root
Yes.
on the top and the branches come downwards.
Yes.
Leaves.
Yes. So this experience which we're having in material circumstance right now, we can understand the presence of a different experience based on the experience now. Right? Srila Prabhupada in first canto Srimad Bhagavatam, for the first chapter, first verse explanation, he writes something which is very educational. He gives this example of shadows of trees in water. You have seen this? Shadow of the tree in the water. So there is a river or a lake or something, and then there are trees. Then there is shadow of the trees in the water. Have you seen this? Now you can see the shadow because there is real tree. Right? If there was no real tree, you would not see the shadow. Do you agree with me? Other example he gives is the example of mirage. When you're driving or going in the hot sun, if it's really hot, in the long distance you see presence of water. Right? Now, it seems like water because you have seen water before. You know what is water. If you had not seen water, real water, you would not be able to figure out what is this mirage. Right? You understand what is a mirage? It's just illusory presence of water, just optical illusion, right? So, but that's it. It looks like, oh wow, Exim is here. Hare Krishna. It seems like water because you have seen water before, right? So similarly, in this world, we sort of experience love. We sort of experience happiness. We sort of experience real connections and real meaning to the relationships. Sort of. But then it's temporary at best. What did I say just now? Sport quiz. Relationship and
And because we have seen something.
what else I mentioned? I mentioned like 4 or 5 things, right? Relationship was one of it. No, just in this connection of happiness was one of it. I didn't tell distress. What else did I mention? Wow, really absent-minded people. I mentioned love. I mentioned connection. So you sort of experience these things here, but then they are temporary. Which means there has to be a place where this has to be existing eternally also. Right? This is the fact that right now we experience temporariness, means there has to be a place where there is eternal. It's a logical way of constructing things. So Krishna is telling in this chapter about upside down tree because whatever we see in this world is a reflection of what is there eternally. There is, Hare Krishna, there can be a situation wherein you are eternal, existing eternally and just experiencing eternity. But right now we are experiencing temporary bodies. Right? Thinking that this is all it is. One life, enjoy to the best. Right? That's the whole marketing campaign which every single company runs, right? This is the life you have, enjoy to the best. By getting this, you can enjoy. You'll be happy, really. That's just marketing side of it. If you think about it, there can be also situation now this is eternally possible. If there was no situation which is eternal, then there would be no word called as eternal in any dictionary. Right? Do you have anything in your vocabulary, in your dictionary, which you don't know? Like nobody knows about it and it's there in the dictionary. How can it be possible? Isn't it? You remember a few weeks ago when I was there, I was discussing about this. You know what you know. Right? Remember this? You know what you know? You know what you don't know? You don't know what you don't know. How can you put anything in this in dictionary then? Right? There is no way. So the fact that the word called as eternal is existing means there has to be something which is eternal. Right? Otherwise, how can the word exist? The word cannot exist then. So now whatever we experience in this life, so Krishna is telling about this upside down experience, because we experience, whether it's love or connections or relationships or whatever, it's all just a reflection of what it could be in another sphere of existence. That which is truly love is here. We think, yeah, this is love, but then every time we get frustrated because it's not really love. You may think, no, this is love, but then that love ends one day. Not that you don't experience at all, but that love ends one day. Either you stop it, the other person stops it, or you both die, or you die, or she dies, or whatever. Right? It's just a temporary existence. Now, that which is not temporary can be experienced only with objects which are not temporary. Can this be a true proposition? If things are temporary, then you can't have eternal relationship with them. Right? So as body, which is temporary, I can't have eternal relationship with this. Right? Now, Atma by default is eternal, Krishna is eternal, then there can be a relationship between them. And that experience which is there between the Atma and Paramatma on the pure platform, that is the real love which is there, which can be experienced. Human life has to be targeted towards figuring out how do I re-establish this connection. I have lost it. I'm only getting upside down experiences. Everything, whatever I get here, it's all upside down. I may feel it nice, not so nice, or whatever, doesn't matter. It's all upside down. Extremely temporary experiences. So that's the theme of 15th chapter. Continues. It's Purushottama Yoga. We'll continue it. I think it's time if we take some questions maybe, and then can have prasadam afterwards. We need to do arati also, I did. Right? Okay. Any thoughts, questions, comments? Say something.
Yeah, Guruji, as you said, we should have real object or real.
Revati, sit down. Later. Yes.
Yeah, as you said, for the extent of reality or the correct one, we should have real objects, say Atma, Krishna, Paramatma, those things. But somehow we have entrapped through buddhi, mind, all those things. So how these two things we can utilize to create, have the interaction with them and reach to isolate.
The position of Atma right now is beyond you. You don't understand that level. Let's just be honest about it. We don't know. Yes, you have a theoretical understanding of it, but it's not really experiential. Yeah, let's put it like that. No, neither me also. Right? We understand it theoretically. Now, from there to actually reach the platform wherein I know it as a factual thing and I exhibit that quality which is performing actions in the platform of Atma, some in between steps are there. And first, I need to then understand myself, disassociate myself from the bodily platform. And to disassociate myself from mind, mental platform. Disassociate myself from the intellectual platform. Disassociate myself from the ego platform. And then there is Atma platform, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 platforms need to be disassociated, right? And that can happen by yoga methods. And in Kali Yuga, the prescribed method is reciting Hare Krishna mantra. So if I can sincerely take to this process, these layers will go away. Eventually you will understand, it's, yes, I'm being less mental right now. I'm being less intellectually driven right now. I'm being less egoistic right now. You will feel this. And then positive attributes will raise in your hearts. Srimad Bhagavatam tells, what is this verse? No, Karunikaha. First word is Titikshava. Titikshava Karunikaha. Right? You become tolerant. You'll become merciful. You'll become Suhrut. Sarvadehinam. You'll become best friend of all living entities. Whoever you see, you feel like, wow, I need to contribute to this. If someone is really rich, they see a poor person not having any food at all whatsoever to eat, they may feel something, I want to give something, right? So there is some, if you have Krishna filled in your heart, fully Krishna conscious, when you see people who are not having Krishna in their hearts, you will feel that I want to give them Krishna. But to come there, I need to have Krishna in my heart. Right? To tolerate whatever is happening, I need to have Krishna filled in my heart. Then I can experience, yeah, I'm full in my heart now with Krishna. And I can tolerate. So these, and then there is one more, Ajata Shatravaha, having no enemy whatsoever. Everybody just loves you. Not that you just love everyone else also love you. Now these things Srimad Bhagavatam describes as the qualities of sadhu, a person who is dedicated to spiritual cause completely. It will happen. So you can see both sides, right? On one side, negativities go down. The other side, positive attributes start raising in the heart. And then you can understand, yeah, there is some real spiritual advancement is happening. So it's an experiential thing. So right now, I need to push myself for doing even simple things maybe. I need to push myself for doing Hare Krishna mantra chanting. It's not automatic. Rupa Goswami tells that when he chants Hare Krishna mantra, he feels like having thousands of mouth and thousands of ears. Right? Exactly like how, I don't know, what is there today? What is the prasad today? You said, oh, pav bhaji, you said, right? If it is really good, I feel like having 5 stomachs, right? Because this stomach gets filled. I feel, oh, I really want, many times we serve prasadam and people like, I go in the end and ask, like, what would you like? Then one more stomach. Right? They're full, can't eat anymore, but it's so good. So we feel like that for Hare Krishna mantra then. Right now we don't feel anything about it, right? What's your experience with Hare Krishna mantra? No experience. Nothing. How do you feel about it? Nothing. Burden. Having like 50 kg on my shoulder. That's how I feel. So that will change and it becomes more experiential. And then slowly you will raise from bodily platform to mental platform to intellectual platform to egoistic platform and then eventually in Atma platform. And then you can have a connection. So it all starts with very basic things, Srishal Prabhu. Very basic. So you need to do sincerely now. That's the only thing. Shraddhavan labate. Right? Shraddha is sincerity. You need to have that. If you have this, you'll get it. Okay? Hare Krishna. Any other thoughts? Questions? Yes, go ahead.
It is more of a technical question.
No problem. Should.
You can decide technically. We will decide.
In the purport of chapter 15, Prabhupada describes the inverted tree as the planetary systems and the sensory objects. So initially there's an impression based on the purport that it's a planetary system. But then on an individual level it says we should cut down the tree. So that creates a conflict. If it's a planetary system, we can cut ourselves from the tree, but cutting down the tree, that creates confusion. We cannot cut down the planetary system.
So ultimately, the whole thing is that right now I am in touch with matter, right? Matter in itself, in whole grandeur, whatever is there, it's an exhibition which is spread out now as creation. But that creation is not going to be like that eternally, right? It's going to become insignificant object having no space and time at some point of time again, right? So whatever grandeur which you see outside, that's not eternal. That's the first thing. It's not eternal. This is something which is going to happen in cycles. Creation and destruction. Somebody is there outside. They want to come inside. Yeah, so okay. Mataji, you can come here, sit in. So when you understand that, and understand that the whole experience right now, whatever you're having, is because your association with matter, right? And matter is not eternal. Creation, destruction is happening in cycles. You as an individual Atma, you are eternal. Now you are placed in this experience now because you are choosing it like that. If you choose otherwise, that's the meaning of cutting down. Not taking a hammer or a sword and cutting down. Cutting down means you need to cut your association with matter. Right now, your association with matter, matra sparshasthu kaunteya. Because of that, you are experiencing Shita, Ushna, and Sukha and Dukkha. Right? Because sparsha is there, attachment is there. You are having this association now. When that is cut, meaning that not necessarily taking a sword and cutting, you just turn your face and then tell, no, I don't want to be having this kind of experience. I want to have spiritual experience. You can have it right now, here. So the whole, whatever it is, grandeur, will function differently for you then. The exact same creation will be different for you. Right? One of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associates, he tells this Vishwam Purna Sukhayate. Right? For a person who is dedicated their life in Krishna consciousness, for them the same universe, which is creating suffering for other people, you will feel Ananda Ambudhi Vardhanam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also tells, right? Shikshashtakam, first verse. You will feel like it's happiness, ever expanding ocean of happiness. So not that you necessarily go somewhere in a rocket and then a different experience there. No. Here, you will feel different. Based on where is your association. Whether you associate with spirituality or associate with matter. What is there? So right now it's just matter. If you change that, it'll be different. Okay? That's the meaning of cutting it down. Yeah. Okay? Hare Krishna.
So it can be only for some time, right? Association, but most of the time we are in Maya and we are.
Now, yeah, that's how we are right now. Right? We are associating with matter constantly. Right? But that has to change. Not that by association, I don't mean this association. What I mean is association of Atma with matter, right? With the body, basically. Not that I need to now somehow or the other kill myself and get out. No. We have this. How do I function in a way that I associate with matter less? So my consciousness, how is it functioning? Right? Am I thinking about my own enjoyment all the time? Am I just in the platform of me and mine? What is this verse? Srimad Bhagavatam tells aham mameti. What is this? Janasya mohoyam aham mameti. Right? Just all the time just thinking about it. How do I enjoy? How do I enjoy? Am I thinking like that? Or all the time I'm thinking, how do I serve Krishna? It's just that one switch. It's either this way or that way. Can't be both ways. Right? It just cannot be both ways. It's either like this or like this. It's literally a switch. It's binary.
But practically we are not.
Practically you are materialistic. Let's put it simple. All of us, we are materialistic practically. Fully. Sometimes we think, yeah, I do something. some Krishna conscious things, but that is not really Krishna conscious. It's still materialistic. Eventually, by doing sometimes, we will become more time. And it has to become. Eventually, your consciousness needs to change. So let's say, let's make it again very practical. I don't know who cooked today. Who cooked today? You cooked? Multiple people. Who all?
Nilambara Prabhu and family.
Yeah.
Devji,
Yeah.
and Prabhuji's
Okay. Shubhra Mataji and okay. Yes.
and
Okay. Wow. 4 people. Whom should I pick? Did you pick Revati? Did you cook Revati also? Yeah. Let's pick Revati. I'll just pick Pratapadra. Revati will feel bad. Let's say Pratapadra is cooking. Okay. Pratapadra can think that I'm cooking. I want to enjoy. He actually wanted to cook today. I brought him here. I don't. Let's go to Eindhoven. I promised him that there will be better prasadam there. So he's cooking, and if he's cooking with the consciousness that I want to cook, I want to enjoy, or he could cook just carelessly, right? Or he could think that I want to please devotees, so that they come and tell me that this was really good, Pratapadra Prabhu, right? Or he could just cook for the pleasure of Krishna, right? And be careless about it. Or he could just cook for Krishna, put his best efforts, and just not bothered by results, right? So there are multiple platforms in which we can do any activity there. You are coming to the program. Why are you coming? Right? Multiple reasons again. You are doing something in here. Maybe you are giving plates to everyone. Why are you doing this? Again, different reasons. But for all these activities, you are going and working in your office, you are whatever. Why are you doing all these things? Every single moment, moment by moment. Why are you doing it? Most of the times we are doing it for ourselves. I want to feel good about it, right? Or I get money about it, or whatever. So being self-centric. So that has to change from there. I am doing it as a service to Krishna. It really doesn't matter how is the result of it. I put my best efforts, but I do it for the pleasure of Krishna. So that's a switch. And this switch is, either it's this way or that way. Yeah. Eventually, it will come in the right manner if we put ourselves now in the right framework of sadhana marga. And that comes back to what we were discussing in the beginning. It has to be done regularly. Mind needs to be retrained consistently. If you just do it once a year, perhaps not. If you do it once a month, perhaps not. Do it once a week, perhaps not. But if you do daily, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, you need to consume Srimad Bhagavatam daily. Then there is some chance. Okay? Good. Any other questions?
How do we link our daily activity with Krishna? Like you told it's a switch.
Yes.
How do we link it?
It's very simple. Extremely simple. You need to start with just chanting Hare Krishna mantra every day. And then offer whatever you cook to Krishna and then consume it. Study Srimad Bhagavatam and come to these programs. It's very simple. It's not complicated. So you don't need to start by, I'll be the best. You are going to, let's say, kindergarten, and you're thinking, how do I become gold medalist at Stanford? Right? No, there's some in-between steps which you need to do. Perform really good in your kindergarten, which means mostly going and playing. Right? You just need to show up in kindergarten. Then first standard, second standard, whatever, eventually start consuming little bit, whatever you're consuming, perform well in there. And then eventually you'll finish your school in high school and college, and then you can go to MIT if you're qualified. Then you can perform well there also, and then can get. So there is some in-between steps, and for now, so where we stand, we need to do very, very simple things. Chant Hare Krishna every day. Then offer whatever you cook, offer it to Krishna. Sattvic food. Next, come to this program association, and then one more. Study Bhagavad-gita Bhagavatam. Yeah. Just see how you can maintain this simple things. It will take some efforts from your side. And then eventually you will be able to learn this art of linking everything with Krishna. You can't start with it. There is no way. Yeah. And then Yogamaya will post today's session afterwards in YouTube, and you can listen because we discussed a bit about a bit more detail of about this question, what all needs to be done. Okay? Hare Krishna. Anything else? That's it. Stop there then. Thank you so much. Pratapudra Prabhu will lead the